Multiplication for ages 9 to 10. In this video, I'll be concentrating on the process of multiplication, though of course multiplication and division are closely related because division is the inverse of multiplication. So for example, because 3 times 200 equals 600, then 600 divided by 3 must be 200, and because 200 times 3 is 600, 600 divided by 200 must be 3. The children will continue to practice all the multiplication tables facts up to 12 times 12. It's a good idea to learn these as multiplication sentences. 1 times 9 equals 9, 2 times 9 equals 18, 3 times 9 equals 27. Of course, they can say this the quick way. 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. Now it is very important to learn the multiples of 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99, 108. And they can go beyond that and put another 9 on. So 108 add 9 is 117, and so on. However, it is still important to learn the sentences. So for example, 5 9s are 45. So that if they have a question where they are using a calculation and they need to know 5 9s quickly, because they've learned 5 9s are 45, they're able to use that fact very quickly. Their knowledge of tables will help them in learning about factors. So because they know their tables, it's very easy for them to find the factors of 12. They know that 12 can be made by 1 times 12 or 12 times 1, 2 times 6, 6 times 2, 3 times 4, 4 times 3. So they can find that the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Those are the factors of 12. Looking at 11, of course, we can only do 1 times 11 and 11 times 1, using whole numbers to make 11. And that is because 11 is a prime number. And so they'll learn about prime numbers, knowing the only factors of a prime number is the number itself and 1. They will learn about square numbers. This is illustrated here. 1 set of 1 makes 1. 2 2s, there's 2 and 2, make 4. 3 3s, 3, 3, 3 are 9. 4 4s are 16. All of them, of course, making a square shape. These are the square numbers. 5 5s, 25. 6 6s, 36. They won't need to draw the pictures. They will know that 2 2s are 4. And they may be shown to write it like this. 2 squared equals 4. And the little 2 shows that there are 2 2s timesing themselves. They may move on to looking at cube numbers. 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 2 cubed makes 8. And there's a little 3 because there are 3 2s multiplying together. The cube of 2 can be well illustrated with this equipment. 1 set of 2, 2 2s make a square, 4, 3 2s are 6, but 2 cubed makes a cube of 8 units, each edge being 2 long. 2 cubed makes 8. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 makes 8. They will continue to practice multiplying 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers, and they will extend this to 4-digit numbers multiplied by a 1-digit number. And they'll be using formal written short multiplication. So let's look at these 3 questions. 9 times 8 is 72, so a 2 there and a little 7 there. Still says 72. 2 10s times 8, 2 8s are 16, add 7 gives us 23 10s, so that's 3 10s and 2 for the hundreds. Looking at this one, again starting with the units, 2 times 9 is 18, 8 there and little 1 there. 6 times 9 is 54, add 1 makes 55. 5 times 9 is 45, add 5 makes 50. 5,058. 2,364 times 7, starting with the units. We're working our way along. 4, 6, 3, 2 times 7. 4 times 7, 28. 6 times 7, 42, plus 2 is 44. 3 times 7, 21, plus 4 is 25. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 2 makes 16. 16,548. Of course, they will know that this is 4 units times 7, 6 tens times 7, giving us 42 tens, and adding 2 makes 44. 3 hundreds times 7, giving us 21 hundreds, plus 4 makes 25. 2 thousands times 7, giving us 14,000, plus the 2 to give us the 16,000. 16,548. They will begin to learn the process of long multiplication. So here's an example. 87 times 49. Now, at this early stage, I sometimes encourage the children to cover up the multiplier of 4 tens so that we can just look at a short multiplication. 7 times 9 is 63. 8 times 9 is 72. Add 6 makes 78. So we've multiplied by the 9 units. But now we need to still multiply by the 4 tens. So this time we can cover the 9 and replace it with a 0. So 87 times 40. When we multiply by the tens, we put a 0 in the units. A very important thing to remember. Again, starting there, 7 times 4 is 28. 8 times 4 is 32. Add 2 makes 34. And then we have to remember to add the two answers together. 3 add 0 is 3. 8 add 8 is 16. 7 add 4 is 11. 1 more makes 12. 3 add 1 makes 4. 4,263. Notice I use very small carrying figures so that when we come to this addition process, we're not tempted to include those figures in it. So 87 times 49, 4,263. And of course with practice, they don't need to use the covering number or the covering blank. The children need to practice. Confidence in knowing how to find the answers to questions like this is the key to mathematical success.